the Wallace Award. Presented annually by the Pit Bulletin Legal News Network to the individual that brings the most positive attention to pit bull type dogs and generates an atmosphere of change throughout the year. Meet one of those survivors. So misunderstood at the low kill shelter, he had been targeted to be put down. Now meet Roo and Clara. Where others saw a liability, they saw a misunderstood dog with amazing energy and a lot of potential. They decided to take a chance, and they adopted Wallace, and soon fell in love.
Wallace was surrendered to a shelter back in 2004, and unfortunately started to develop some behavioral problems that weren't really helping him get adopted. He's also a pit bull, and back then even more people were believing the false stereotypes surrounding these particular dogs. So Wallace's future was not looking so great.
Most people don't think of a pit bull as a Frisbee dog, but it's kind of why we're out here. We're out here to change some minds.
And change some minds they have. After initially introducing Wallace to the sport of weight pulling, it soon became clear that Wallace just loved to catch the discs. So after long hours of hard work and practice, Roo and Wallace entered a sport that traditionally featured much smaller, agile dogs. They stormed onto the scene, and in just 3 short years, they won 14 competitions, including the 2006 World Championship, as well as the 2007 National Championship.
Let's hear it for Mr. Roo and Wallace, the most inspirational team of all time. And Wallace. That's not the first pit bull that ever played this. Not gonna do that.
Roo took advantage of every opportunity to inform the public about pit bulls.
I got a pit bull, if you can believe it. Typically you see the herding breeds, the border collies and the cattle dog. There's some lambs out here. I've seen everything from a little Chihuahua to like a Great Dane or a Rottweiler mix. So I mean, any dog can do it, any size, any breed. Just get out here and have some fun.
Alright.
Y'all know Wallace the Pit Bull, but actually something you might not have realized was generations ago the American Pit Bull Terrier used to actually represent this country. So this kind of saddens me a little bit on how they've been treated lately.
Up next, Roo and his dog Wallace. Don't see pit bulls in competition around the world too much, but after you watch this performance, you'll wonder why.
Quite a nice thing last year to have a headline that read, Pit Bull wins Sport World Games Championship.
Wallace was a rescue dog. He is an American Pit Bull Terrier. And I'll tell you what, you'll wish you had one of these dogs in your house after you watch his performance.
As you're watching this dog, I just want you to realize that he is a banned breed in many places in the country. It's proof that there are no bad breeds, just bad dog owners.
Awesome representation of that breed. That's what it's all about. These dogs are incredible with people. And if you give them the right motivation and the right learning environment, this is what they can do. Championship type dog.
Got some big competition. Trying to get on TV. Trying to get on TV for all those other pit bulls out there.
Andrew Yori and Wallace make their way out onto the field. A pit bull from Rochester, Minnesota. Now, not too many pit bulls, Shalene, in the freestyle flying disc event, is there?
No. Oh! He says this is his way. It's his release for him. And for Wallace, he says, man, his dog lives for this.
In their first ever national championship final will await their score from the judges.
The Pit Bull.
Look at that, Shalene. First place, 87.0. Andrew Yori and Wallace are your new Purina Incredible Dog Challenge national champions. Let's go to Shalene, who's with the winner.
Disproving stereotypes right here. This is unbelievable. The Pit Bull wins it, Roo. This is kind of an emotional one for you.
Yeah, it is. I'm probably gonna start crying because just knowing where he came from and you know what we've been shooting for, it's just I can't believe it.
One of Minnesota's top champions isn't a man or a woman, it's a dog. In fact, it's a pit bull with an amazing comeback story. Here's photojournalist John Gross.
In 2006, the dog nobody wanted competed against dogs from all over the country and as far away as Japan. And guess what happened?
He won the 2006 Sport World Games, so he was a 2006 Sport World Champion.
Yeah. In 2007, Wallace won another big title.
He won the Purina Incredible Dog Challenge National Finals.
It's a comeback story like no other. And Wallace is changing attitudes about pit bulls worldwide.
Wallace and Roo certainly achieved their goal of bringing a new awareness of the pit bull breed to the public. But in typical Wallace fashion, they weren't done yet.
Abandoned. Living in a shelter, beyond help or hope. No one wanted him. But one person saw what no one else could. That he was worth saving, worth loving, and against all odds, defying all expectations. This dog was a winner. Wallace.
That's right, Wallace has his own book. A best-selling book by a best-selling author. A world and national championships.
The Pit Bull.
Look at that, Shalene. First place, 87.0.
And countless opinions changed.
Disproving stereotypes right here. This is unbelievable. The Pit Bull wins it.
2012, the Pit Bulletin Legal News Network created the Wallace Award. That year, Wallace was presented with his namesake trophy. In October, the Pit Bulletin Legal News Network will announce the winner of this year's Wallace Award. Who will be next?